further down. There you go. That started me way up there. Okay, so hopefully this is coming through a little bit better on the recordings. I can see everything in the cockpit pretty damn clearly. I'm using DLSS quality. The sim is running really smooth in VR now. I had to figure a couple of things out, and I literally optimized the entirely wrong game. It's a long story, but when I was trying to optimize this game, I fucked it all up and optimized another game instead. Anyway, I fixed all that. And resolution's high, frame rate is high. The only thing that's really missing is the LOD is pretty garbage in 2024 right now. But other than that, it's running really well now. And I was never really able to fly jets with any kind of like fast frame rates until now. Alright, I'm going really slow. I haven't actually flown this jet in a long time. This is from my 2020 collection, but I forgot all about it, and I figured why not? I haven't flown it in a while, and it's a cool little jet, and it's performing really well in 2024, and it looks good. So fuck it. I will take all the aircraft I can carry over. And it looks like a bunch of them have. Some of them work better than others. This one seems to be working quite well. The trim is working. The throttle's working. It's running at a fairly high frame rate. Or at least I'm keeping up with my frame rate the whole time. It does seem to be rolling to the right a little bit. I don't know if that's me or... Alright, I'm going 350 knots. Almost 400 knots now. There's still some weirdness with the reflections in the water. They're wobbly or smeary and they move around quite a bit. Yeah, like that's super smooth. I was never able to do that in 2020 with that kind of smoothness. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. My performance is definitely much improved now that I've figured out to optimize the right game. Oh yeah. Yep. Are you getting that? Is this being recorded? Is all this getting on camera right now? Because it is gorgeous. And outside of the low res, like roads and such, the terrain looks really good. It's running at a really good clip. I'm probably ruining it by all my talking. The lighting looks great. Do I have air brakes on this thing? Yep, I do. And they work. I should set my lights as well. Trying to set my lateral trim or rudder trim. Ooh, this thing gets pretty fast. I'm well over 400 knots. Alright, I'm getting a little stutter. Real close to the ground. But it's still playing really well for the most part. Like, yeah, I got a little stutter back there, but now it's smooth as silk again. I'm gonna make it a little brighter. There we go. I like that little incremental way you can move that. That's good. And I wonder if the mouse finally goes away in VR mode. Yeah, the reflections are meh. And honestly, a lot of it looks, I mean, arguably worse than 2020 right now. But some of it's better. It depends on where you are, I think, really. And honestly, again, the satellite data, I don't think we're getting the right or the quality we're supposed to be getting at. I'm not sure. But the performance is there. Like, I definitely didn't have uh, really good high speed performance in jets prior. Even with the 4080, I had to turn down quite a bit of settings to fly certain jets. Like the F-18 was super demanding. So I flew it a few times in the very beginning when I was doing a lot of 2D, but when I moved to all VR, the F-18 was pretty unflyable for me. Alright, I really have no idea where I am right now. Alright, I do have an idea, actually. I'm gonna see if we can fly this to... maybe Napa. Alright, so I think that's an airport right there on my left, maybe? Or maybe not. Maybe I'm tripping and that's Petaluma right there. It's hard to tell because the level of detail kind of sucks. And I think for my altitude right now, I don't even know where my altitude is. Oh, there we go. I'm at 2,400 feet. I don't know. Hey, that big lake is gone. Or at least it's not a lake anymore. Looks like it's... Huh. That's weird. Okay, so this is where I normally take off in 2020. Just because it's sort of close to San Francisco, but it's small and kind of out of the way. Oh yeah, I'm also using another driver. That's right. I'm also using an older driver, which I think is giving me better performance. It might well possibly be because I did the settings and the driver and reverted back to another driver at the same time. It could be either one of those things. But whatever it is, it's running a lot better now. Although I still don't... Wow, look at that. That looks really pretty. I mean, I also turned off all the fucking airplanes at the airports. Yeah, this is so much smoother, and I'm flying pretty fast low to the ground. And it's not 100%, but it's close to it's a lot smoother than 2020, I think. Now, in this current state, and in the state I have 2020 in, and I couldn't say that earlier today. I'm getting really good performance now and pretty damn good visuals. All right, all right, we're getting there. Okay, let's slow her down. Drop the gear. Gears down. Not my worst landing. Not my worst landing at all. Alright, let's try another plane really quickly. I want to get back into the Shrike, actually. Let's get back into the Shrike. I'll do a quick flight in the Shrike. The 586 Sabre. And we'll start up in the air as well. But let's see, jets. No. I could just search for it. Right. There we go. Which livery do we want? So I took a livery earlier that was the blue, red, white, and blue, and it was really, yeah, let's just stick with the default livery. It didn't look very shiny at all, and, you know, it's kind of known to be a shiny kind of thing. All right. So I probably should just fly now and it should be all right, right? All right, because I was getting decent enough performance with this, I expect it to be much, much better now. Like, I was getting decent performance that I was fairly happy with, but then again, I wasn't. But now I think I'll be a little happier. Hope so. Oh yeah, we gotta change the weather now. This is too clear. Let's go Cirrus Flockus? No. Porous clusters. Yeah, sure, why not? And then we'll go a little bit. Yeah, maybe a little earlier. Oh yeah, much much better. Oh wait, let's give you the good view. Yeah, performance is I think dialed in as much as I can right now. And I'm getting damn good performance with I think the best visuals the game will give me right now. Well, not the absolute best. I have turned down a couple of things, but it looks pretty good. I mean, the things I turned down aren't the things that look bad right now. Yeah, it's much smoother. I mean, I'm still getting a little hiccup here and there, but you know, I can't really fault it right now. I did notice my RAM usage was pretty high a couple of times during another while watching a recording. So I don't know if this solves it a little bit, or if maybe even 32 gigs will give me even better performance. Who knows? I'm going 400 miles an hour right now. Yeah, and it's pretty smooth. Yeah, it's not as shiny as it used to be, but whatever. It's not bad. It's not bad looking. It's just doesn't look as shiny as it used to. But I will gladly trade that little bit of sheen for the performance and resolution. I'd rather lose a little eye candy than the sharpness, resolution, and or performance for sure. To a certain degree, you know, like you got to have some eye candy, and there's a good amount I have still going on. Oh man, that's really smooth, and I'm going really fast. I'm going 450 knots or miles an hour right now, and it is barely breaking a sweat. It looks like. And it looks like artifacts are quite are way down too. Man, that's the smoothest I've ever been able to fly through there. I kind of want to fly in New York now with a jet. But again, they're still using old photogrammetry, old map data. That's Candlestick, which hasn't been there for years. All right, quite a bit of reprojection going on there, but everything is still smooth as far as the background is concerned. I'm running at a slightly lower resolution than I usually do for 2020, but it's still super sampled from native res. I am running higher than native resolution, but it seems to be handling it with no problem whatsoever right now. And I'm also still running DLSS with motion reprojection, but artifacts are down to a minimum. Wobbling is down to a minimum. There's still artifacts in the external view with a lot of fast moving objects and wingtips, but generally speaking, I want to say, performance wise, now that I've figured out how to get pretty good performance with pretty decent image quality, um, yeah, they've. I'm pretty happy with the way it's working out right now because I am able to fly in areas that are pretty challenging areas to fly in with pretty challenging planes that I was never really able to fly before in VR with a decent frame rate. And I'm getting, at the very least, a decent frame rate. Like, there's, a little hiccup here and there, and maybe a little stutter here and there, but generally speaking, it's running smoother than it ever has been. Albeit it's not as pretty as it's ever been. But a lot of the shit that I have, like the scenery right here, is working now. At least some of the missing buildings are there. And I think, yeah, if we turn on the nighttime lights, it'll be, let's turn on nighttime. It'll be the proper lighting for the buildings. Yeah. Yeah, my nighttime flying looks so much better as well. I used to have a lot of ghosting and a lot of um, like vibration. I want to say with the lights, there would be a lot of shaking going on. Like nighttime flying was not awesome for me, but now it seems like it is. Ooh, you know what? I want to go to Chicago because since this scenery is in Chicago, New York scenery is in Chicago's must be. Although I'm not getting multiplayer anymore, which is weird. But yeah, I can nighttime fly again. I haven't been able to do that in 2020 for a while, just because the motion reprojection didn't work very well. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it so far now. Especially, oh man, look at that. That is great. I'm not, no stutters. Oh, well, a little tiny stutter right there. Whoa. Oh, yeah, we gotta fly under the Golden Gate at night. Alright, usually around here it's a little chuggy. But, alright, yeah, it's still a little bit like, the reflections need some work for sure. But it's never been this smooth flying this jet. And the lighting is much better. Whee! All right, let's put her in for a landing, and then I'm gonna try out Chicago, and then I'm gonna call it a day, and then I'm gonna call it a win. Yeah, DLSS quality mode. I have fairly high settings. Resolution is nice and high. And all that's left is for the Sims visuals to catch up. But as far as performance, I'm doing pretty damn well, I think. Without upgrading to 64 gigs or whatever. Now, if only the controller bindings start working, whenever that'll happen, and we can start, like, actually configuring this shit. Yeah, there's the shine isn't there. It's not the same. It's dulled down. It still looks good, but it's not. It doesn't look as good. Let's see if we can turn on that. It's not. Well, remarched reflections is what I really want to turn up, but I know I can't, because it does definitely kill global rendering quality. Oh, that's in whatchamacallit, 2D mode. All right, so is bloom gone all of a sudden? Bloom looks like it's gone. Light shaft, frame arch. Let's, yeah, the cube maps are already high on the highest. All right, well, let's. I don't want to mess too. You know what? I'm not gonna mess with it anymore. We're just gonna enjoy it as is, and it's running quite well now, and I'm fairly happy with the settings. Could the reflections be better? Sure. Could the clouds be a little higher? Sure. But I have them pretty high. Everything is on high. Water's on high quality. Clouds are on high quality. And, everything's on high, and at the very least, it's medium. And a couple of things I turned off entirely. But those things I generally turned off in 2022, so I'm not really missing it. There's shadows, and I still get enough shadows from whatever global illumination is happening. Alright, Napa should be right around there. How fast am I going? I'm going like 350. I can slow down a little bit more. Not really. Without dropping flaps. There it is. Is that it? No, it's got to be up further that way. Yeah, that's it. Up there. Duh. I knew that. Why is my gear not down? Why is my gear not working? There it is, finally. Fucking hell. And I'm all off my fucking target now because I was too busy waiting for my gear to drop. Wow, this plane is stable as a fucker. I gotta land a lot fucking sooner than I have been. Alright. Main menu. We're gonna go to Chicago. I'm gonna fly places where there's scenery just because the normal Lesotho scenery sucks ass right now. Except for Red Rocks. And that whole Sedona area looks great. Okay, so Meigs Field is gone. Or is it? No, it's here. Alright, what do I want to fly though? Can't fly a helicopter because it's just every time I try, it's just broken. Trim doesn't work. So I don't want to try. Do I fly another jet? Do I want to give this thing a whirl? I kind of want to give that thing a whirl. The Bronco. I do really like this plane. Oh, and we can get... I have liveries for it too, which is nice. They didn't block all the fucking liveries like they did with a couple other planes. Let's go with the green. Let's go with this guy, the Luftwaffe. Hopefully it flies okay. We're not going to take a chance by taking off because we don't know how. We're just going to hit fly now. And hopefully it doesn't fall out of the sky like some other planes tend to. And again, if I knew how to configure everything correctly right now, I'd even attempt real takeoffs, but I haven't even tested like a lot of these a lot of the aircraft as it is. Alright. Alright, trim works, I think. Yes, yes it does. Alright, airspeed is starting to liven up. Normal flight mode, that's good. Alright, it looks like the scenery is in. Oh, wait. I gotta do this for you guys. There we go. Alright, looks like the scenery's in. My aircraft has no pilot, but that's fine. But the scenery is in. And oh man. It is looking and performing so nicely right now. Although there is no weather. Let's turn on the weather. Let's do... three big layers again. And then... Whoa, alright. So that really works on this plane. Let's turn down the sun a little bit. We'll give it... Yeah, there we go. That's fine. Although I don't have any lights on in my cabin, which sucks. But for now, we shall marvel at the city lighting. Okay, I want to do the river run right. There's the river, okay. I know where to enter now. So this area right here is a stutter area for 2020. Doesn't seem like it's a problem at all for 2024, though. But again, I'm also using an older driver. I'm not even using the newest driver. I was using the newest driver, and then I rolled back to this one, and I get much better performance from this older driver. So, whatever. We're going to keep it. Alright, how do I turn on my lights now? Start generator, power boost, battery is on. Contiguous ignition, nope, nope, nope. Wipers, anti-collision. Yeah, I don't know where any of these fucking... Whatever. Battery light, trim. Why does it seem so bright inside the cockpit, but when you're outside, it looks so much dimmer? Well, whatever. Alright. So, I wonder if we can find a train. Oh, will I be able to make this turn? Yeah, but not that low. There's a train down. There it is. Yeah, I found one. Oh, if I could fly a helicopter, I can follow it, but I can't really go that slow and be any kind of maneuverable in a fixed wing, or at least this one anyway. Yeah, once the helicopters are working right, then I will be having a grand old time. Look at how smooth that is. Oh man. This is, yeah, totally the smoothest flight sim's ever been. Whoa, trim the wrong way. Oh god. All right, we're done. I gotta step away from the sim for a little while. I've been playing this shit for way too long, but I'm glad I got performance worked out.